The Bold and the Beautiful recap. February 4 to February 8, 2019. Hope loves Phoebe too much. Hope found great joy and happiness holding Phoebe. She admitted to Liam later that for a moment she imagined it was Beth she was holding. She described the experience as electricity running up her arms into her heart, which had been dead since Beth's death. Holding Phoebe had made her feel like a mother. Like it was meant to be. For the first time since Beth she felt hope. Hope was welcomed back to work learning that her line Hope for the Future had been given an injection of funds. They would all let Hope set the pace. Hope started with the inevitable press release about Beth, and revamping the line, but she broke down in Katie's arms while trying to express her thoughts to her team. With Hope's emotional state a little more stable, Liam admitted to Hope that he felt like he'd failed her by not being there when Beth was born. He'd been torn between conflicting priorities. Liam promised he would be there for Hope and he hadn't made it. Hope assured Liam he hadn't failed her. With the adoption complete, Reese prepared to leave Los Angeles for London. Taylor thanked him for all he'd done, while Zoe was shocked that her father was leaving Los Angeles as suddenly as he'd arrived. There was something amiss, Zoe told Xander, and when the hospital called saying Reese had left behind some personal affects, Zoe took the set of keys and went to her father's apartment to see if she could find clues to his strange behavior. What Zoe found was a blonde named Flo, that her father had been living with. Talking to Flo left Zoe with more questions than answers, since Flo was as cagey about what Reese had been up to as Reese himself. While trying to be sensitive about Hope and Liam's loss, a new baby is to be celebrated and baby Phoebe was welcomed to the family. But not without questions. Everyone, including Brooke and Ridge, wondered about the speed of the adoption, the baby's birth mother, and Taylor's colleague who assisted in putting together the adoption. Sally and Wyatt noticed that, even though it made no sense, Kelly and Phoebe even looked a little alike. Steffy admitted she had seen it too. Hope credited baby Phoebe with giving her a new sense of hope for her future. Hope was drawn to the baby, asking Liam to take her to Steffy's to see Phoebe again. Liam was supportive of anything that gave his wife some relief from the grief of losing their daughter. Steffy was sympathetic to Hope's feelings and situation, but began to wonder if Hope wasn't getting just a little too attached to Phoebe. That concern only escalated as Liam and Steffy listened to Hope rocking Phoebe in the nursery and explaining how she was going to have a baby like her, but her baby died. Hope told Phoebe all that pain goes away when Hope is with her. Not satisfied with what she learned from her first visit to Reese's apartment, Zoe went back. She let herself in. Zoe searched the apartment, finding Steffy Forrester's adoption papers in a drawer. Flo entered from the bedroom wearing underwear and a skimpy robe. Zoe asked her about the adoption papers. Zoe didn't believe Flo had a baby last month but couldn't remember what date the baby was born or who her doctor was. Zoe also noted it didn't look like Flo had a baby. Flo claimed to have been working out, but Zoe didn't buy it. She demanded to know what Flo and her father have been up to and what it has to do with Steffy Forrester's baby. The Bold and the Beautiful airs weekdays on CBS. For more recaps, spoilers, and history, click subscribe or visit www.soapoperastory.com.